Harry Truman, John F. Kennedy, Lyndon B. Johnson, and Richard Nixon. Yes, they are all presidents of the United States in the 20th century. They have led the most powerful nation in modern history and often influenced the world with this power. With them, the United States was able to protect not only its citizens but also people worldwide from many dangers. The United States truly became a hero of this planet. However, there is one more thing to point out about these four presidents. They were the ones who intervened in wars that happened in Korea and Vietnam. Though their announced reason for the participations in wars seemed plausible, the underlying political intention could not be hidden. For both wars, America needed to show its power to prove that democracy always overcomes the evil communism. This was what America wanted, but what happened due to it did not matter. After the wars in Korea and Vietnam, numerous problems occurred because of the US Army. Among them, sex workers in Korea and defoliants in Vietnam are the major aftermaths. To begin with Korea, the US Army cooperated with the Korean government who desperately needed foreign currency to create camp towns filled with sex workers. It only focused on having its soldiers satisfied, so the harsh reality of these sex workers was entirely ignored. Countless young Korean women under 20 were unprotected to human trafficking, unwanted use of drugs, pregnancy, abortion, or death. When the army trainings were done outside in the mountains, the sex workers were also mobilized to serve the soldiers in the mountains. They had to serve them on a blanket or inside a hole, and some even returned from the mountains when the dawn came. Not only the sex workers, but defoliants in Vietnam are another issue to discuss. Defoliants are the chemical weapons that the United States developed to attack the North Vietnamese army as the US supported the South Vietnam. They are often called Agent Blue, Purple, White, and Orange. For about 9 years, 80 million liters of defoliants were spread for 6,452 times. They devastated the thick forest in Vietnam, which resulted in desertification and famines. Moreover, it was the Vietnamese people who were also exposed to the defoliants. Defoliants affected their babies too, as more than 5 million deformed children were born. Can we really call America as a hero with what they have done during and after the wars in Korea and Vietnam? Isn't the United States just covering its unscrupulous sides with its influence and prominence? We must not forget about how irresponsible it was regarding all the wars that the United States have took part in. Here is a part of Harry Truman's address about Korea on July 19, 1950. Our country stands before the world as an example of how free men under God can build a community of neighbors working together for the good of all. That is the goal we seek not only for ourselves but for all people. We believe that freedom and peace are essential if men are to live as our Creator intended us to live.